Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Myeshia. I'm a wife and a stay-at-home homeschooling mom to 3 kids ages 13, 11, and 9. And while I usually really love to show you all my grocery hauls and also cooking videos, this year I decided I wanted to share one of my other passions, which is finance. I really love budgeting and saving money. And this year, my husband and I, we have a couple different goals. One of our goals is to fully fund our emergency fund, which is 6 months of expenses in case anything were ever to happen to our income. And another goal of ours is to save for another car. So we currently drive a 2013 Chevy Traverse, and we've had quite a few issues with the car. I think it's just cars now in general, but we're very grateful that we still have that car, but we know that it may be coming to a time where we're gonna need another car. And so we have really been blessed for the past probably 11 or 12 years. We have not had a car payment because we have saved and paid for our cars with cash. And we are really hoping and praying and saving so that we can do that again this next time around. So those are some of our family goals as far as savings. But I have a personal goal that I want to save for this year. So in November, it will be my husband and I's 15th wedding anniversary. And I am so grateful and so excited about this. And to celebrate that, we don't know exactly what we want to do yet, but I want to save $1,500 to go towards or for that trip. And so I have decided to come every Friday and share some videos with you all, or share a video on how I plan to save, and I hope that you all will join along with me. So to kick us off this week, I wanted to share one of the ways that I like to save, as well as how this helped me to save towards my goal. So it is really cold here in North Carolina today, and it looks like the cold is going to be around for a while. And while Alexandra has like a little, not a pea jacket, but sort of like a little pea coat that she wears, it's not enough for this cold weather. And so one of the ways that I like to save on clothing, not just for my kids, but also for myself, it's a little harder for my husband. Every once in a while we find pieces for him, but for me and the kids, it's fairly easy, especially when I have a goal in mind, when I know what I'm looking for. And so I went to Goodwill yesterday with the intention to find her a coat. And a coat I did find. I was so happy. I found this nice jacket for her, and it has a hood on it, and the zipper works, all of that good stuff. And at Goodwill, their coats for kids, or at least at my store, they're only priced at $2.99. So I was so grateful for that. But while I was looking for this coat, I came across another coat, and I was feeling the pocket and I found something, and I didn't know what it was because I was feeling through the zipper. And so I opened it up and I found this card, and I thought, it probably doesn't have a balance on it, but we'll just see. And so I went about and I was shopping. I went about and I was shopping, and I also found this sweater for Alexandra. If you can see, it's similar to the one that I have on, and she only has one other sweater. And so I thought, oh, well, this is just beautiful. So I did pick this up for her as well. And then I saw this shirt for Carter, and I thought he would really like this. He likes things that are tie-dye and things with really fun prints. So I thought he would like that as well too. And so this was also, nope, the coat was $3.99. Did I say that? I think I said $2.99, but it was $3.99. Still a great deal. Everything else was $2.99 a piece. And I also found this dress for Alexandra. And that's another way that I save. Alexandra loves to wear dresses, and while this dress is way too thin for her to wear right now, thinking ahead of the things that I'm gonna be needing, I went ahead and purchased this because I know even though it is frigid outside right now, it will be spring soon. And so instead of waiting until springtime and summertime to look for clothes, for the next month or so, I'm going to be going to Goodwill and looking for some items that I can put away for them to have for the spring. And so that's another tip. I know a lot of stores are doing Christmas clearance and winter markdowns, and so of course things will go lower, especially as you get closer to February and March. But if there's something that you have your eye on that you think that you or your child may need for the next year, I absolutely love it whenever Target does their pajama clearance, because in years past I was able to get pajama sets for like $1 or $2 a piece. And so it's really great to be able to size up, or whatever size you think your child may be in, and instead of having to go out and spend $10 or $12 on a pair of pajamas in the fall or winter, you can buy them for $1 and have them. So that's one of the ways that I save, by going to Goodwill and buying things for them that they need instead of buying at full price. Now, sometimes like with shirts and stuff like this, and with the clearance, you can find it cheaper to buy it at clearance versus Goodwill. But sometimes you find really nice quality items that you might not be able to find in the store, like this sweater. This sweater came from Kohl's and it barely looks like it was worn, and I know that this will last her for a good while, and it was only $2.99. And the same way with the jacket. There was no place else that I could go and get a jacket for $3.99. There's no amount of clearance right now that I can find for that, so that was good. So I checked out and I got these things, so let me share that receipt with you all. And I did the roundup, so it was $14. And so when I got to the car, I called the number on the card and found out that the actual balance that's up here, which is the $17.43, was the amount left on the card. And so this week I have the $17.43 to go towards my weekly saving goal. And then I also found a penny at checkout, so there's something else. So I have this beautiful jar that my cousin gave me. I told him a while ago that I was looking for these blue cannon jars, and he got this one for me last year, and he gave me 2 more, the larger ones, this year. But I'm gonna use this one to keep a hold of all of the change that I find. So I'm really excited about that because I pick up change anywhere I find it, but I usually just put it in my purse and just use it whenever. But this time I want to actually watch my savings grow. So I'm gonna put it in there. And so that gets me back to my savings challenge. So this year is $1,500, and I think when I was going through the calendar, I did it correct. So it should be 45 weeks of saving. And so that breaks down to about $33.33 per week. And so this week I have the $17.44 in found money along with the card and the penny. And then I also did a survey on Pinecone. So Pinecone is a survey site, and when they send you a link for a survey, you usually, based on the information that you've already given them, you'll qualify for it. And so it's not like, even though I like doing surveys on My Points and Swag Books, you have to go through, I can't think of what it's called, screener. You have to go through a screener first, and then depending on if you match with what they're looking for, then they might disqualify you and give you like a penny or something for trying it. But with Pinecone, if they send you the survey, usually you qualify for it. And so all you have to do is fill it out. It usually doesn't take more than 15 minutes. And then the next day they send $3 to your PayPal account, which you can then take the points and redeem it for. They have books on there. They have gift cards. I like to do PayPal. So for 1,000 points, you can get a $10 gift card. So that would be, basically you would have to do 4 surveys because you get $3 for each one. But sometimes they send you products to use and you would get more. But I really like that. I really like Pinecone, and I don't think they accept new users all the time, but I think they do like maybe once a month. But I'll leave the information down below. I don't know if there's like a waiting list to get on it, but I'll leave it in case anybody's interested in doing that. Oh, another tip that I want to share with you all, just because this is sort of funny to me. So last year I did a video on unclaimed cash. And so every state has a website that you can go and apply for cash if you may have received a refund for something. Sometimes your name may be on there and then it may not. It just depends on if you have any money available. But in North Carolina, ours is nccash.com. And so I think it was last year when I did the video, I had put in my name and nothing ever comes up for me. But my husband had some on there. And so we were able to get that cash back. And so today, before I started this video, I thought that I would go on there just for fun and see. And so lo and behold, my name, nothing. But when I put my husband's in there, something came up from an apartment that he had when he lived in another part of North Carolina for like $26 and something. And so I called him and he was so excited, and he was getting the information together so that he could go ahead and apply for that. And then I looked and I found my father-in-law's name on there as well. And so I sent him a text and told him he had a couple on there that he could claim. So if you live in North Carolina, definitely check out nccash.com to see if you have any cash available. But whatever state you're in, definitely check out your own personal website and or the website for that state and see if you or a family member has any cash available, because it's a really great way to get money that you didn't even know about. So I think I'm looking down at just a couple notes that I had written here so I wouldn't forget. But I think that's everything that I wanted to say this week. I would love to know if you plan to join me, what your saving goals are for the year. I think that it is extremely important for everyone to save something. I think we all have different goals and we all have different needs, but saving is so very important. So if you don't have a plan for saving, I would love for you to join me and we can do this together and we can encourage each other. And I think that would be really, really awesome. So please do so if you feel led to, or if you, hi baby. So I'm going to close it out here. But I will see you all next Friday. Hopefully this will be up a little bit earlier. But today, my baby and I, we were playing Barbies and chit-chatting. So we'll try to get it up earlier next week. But we'll try to do this every Friday, though. Just check in. I can share what I have. So for this week, that brings us to $20.44. So a little short of where I want to be, but I have no doubt that I'll make it up in the next week or so. So it'll be fine. But thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate your time, and I hope that you all are doing well, and I'll see you all soon.